All right, cool. So yeah, I'm excited, to sit here.
Yeah.
I think the last time we talked, we had done a couple of lives, I think earlier this year. But our last time, like in a sit down kind of conversation, was what, last year?
Yeah, actually it was around this time, bro, this month.
Yeah,
literally a year
last
ago.
year.
Yes, sir.
We went, and so we had been through some things since then, and that's kind of like what I kind of want to start our conversation off with. Is it's been a whole year since we sat down.
It's been crazy.
Highs, lows, I could imagine.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, sharing, like, talk to me. What are some new things that have gone on since the last time we sat down?
First of all, I appreciate you for having this conversation with me again. This is round 2. You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
And so but this year has been actually really good for me. Like, honestly, it started out really great. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had what I decided to do in the beginning of what I wanted to do was instead of, because I just put out an EP before. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talked about last time. So what I wanted to do, I was in a rebranding process and doing all that stuff. I went from the Swerve aspect, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna talk about that, gotta be gone. But and I changed my name back to my original, you know what I'm saying? I rebranded myself as Ervin Wilson on all platforms and stuff like that. So what I wanted to do is, instead of like having like an EP based like situation, I would just put out a song like every month and keep putting it out. Because that way I feel like, instead of having like a collection of songs where it's like, oh, I'm gonna put out 8 songs and like now you're gonna have to run through the whole thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me it's kind of like, even as a fan of music myself, like when someone puts out an album, unless I really, really mess with them, I'm not really about to sit here and just run through, like, you know what I'm saying? So if I could get you to focus on one song every month, then it's like, okay, I could brand around it. I could, you know what I'm saying, make ads out of it, really emphasize the song, so like, and make it like, and kind of put it in front of an audience where it's like they're comfortable with it, they're familiar with it, and so when the song comes out, they're like, okay, this kind of slap, like, you know what I'm saying? And so I would do that continuously for the whole year. That was the goal, like, you know what I'm saying? So we started out nice, and along the way, even in February, I got to my pastor, my old youth pastor, got to he slid me out to LA to do a show at his youth camp. And so that was amazing. We was going crazy with that. And then, like, literally, like, fun fact, I was in LA when Kobe Bryant died, bro. Oh. Yeah, like, literally, and it was crazy because, like, we were on the way back, and we were on the way back. I did the show. It was like a 3-day thing. I was performing all 3 days. We got back, and as we're driving to the airport, Kobe Bryant died. Kobe Bryant playing, and we were sitting, like, really, like, Calabasas was like on that, like, we were right there. I was sitting there like, that's crazy, like, me and my sister and all that stuff. So that was crazy, you know what I'm saying? We got back, I was like, dang, like, that was a tragedy, but I was like, okay, cool, we're gonna keep grinding. Then the pandemic happened, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and so now I had to stop performing at shows, you know what I'm saying? Right. But it was good for me because I was over here creating my own content. I'm putting out songs every month. So it wasn't like me doing shows was like my main priority. That was something that I enjoyed to do, but we could, like, it was a good, like, step back, you know what I'm saying? And so, it was just a lot of that. This whole year has just been putting out putting out those singles, really branding off of it, cultivating my brand, gaining new people, new fans, new followers, connecting with more people, stuff like that. So that's basically what the year has been, coming on towards. So that's cool. Man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a lot, but
it's been wild.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we did when we talked last time, we specifically had started something out with you. We were in this rebranding process, right? We're talking about how the authentic speaks.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about that.
I feel like I said before, the authenticity of it is just like, my idea around that was to not have anything planned. You know what I'm saying? Just going out, like, when I make a song, I'm gonna be like, yo, like, I'm writing this, I'm not gonna plan how I write it. I don't really make songs the way I feel, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I make let me backtrack. I make songs the way I feel. It's not really a planned thing, like, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to really speak to the authenticity of that. Wait, what? How do you say that word?
The authentic speaks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like with every connection that I made, like, I wanted to approach more on a connective base. Because I know a lot of times, like, in the industry, it's more of like, yo, like, what can I get off of this? What can I profit off of this? Like, what can I do to raise my brand and not really care about what you got going on? Just like give me your clout, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, just a lot of like, I wanted to come to an approach where it's like, yo, I like making music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna put out these singles, and if you mess with it, let's connect, let's build, like, let's do like life together, like, you know what I'm saying? And come from that approach. So I feel like that was kind of like a way of like, let me really embody like the authentic, like that label, the authentic speech. Like, let's try to grow that and really like hit that hard, like, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
I like that. And you know, what's crazy is, so like, you know, you touched on a couple things, right? That when the pandemic hit, it's kind of made like 2020 like this weird year for a lot of people. Maybe things have slowed down, maybe from like a show's perspective. But what's inspired you lately? Like, you've had a lot of downtime, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think there's been a lot of times where I was just like, bro, like, not like is the music thing for me, because I know it is, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But like, my thing, like, my main doubt was just like, dang, like, where do I go from this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the plan? Because I usually don't have a plan, and like it's chilling and stuff. But like, when the pandemic hit, and now it's like, even if you want to do something, you can't. It's just like, dang, like, where do I even really grow from this? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like what's really inspired me a lot is like seeing the artists that I've like adored and looked up to like my whole life, how they navigate through the pandemic gave me a lot of like motivation, because like then it's like, okay, cool, we can't do shows. All right, let's do like a live stream concert. Let's let's actually like set up, like, let's go road tripping. Let's go like set up a stage in the middle of the highway and stuff. Like, I've seen it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy how like that inspires me so much, where like artists could really invent new ways to like communicate with people and still reach out to fans and do stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, even in the midst of like what we're in now. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's funny because like I was going through like a super long like writer's drought, like writer's block, like, you know what I'm saying, like
this year?
Yeah, this year, like maybe like 3 months into the pandemic, I was just like, I don't know what to write anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was stuck. And like, I feel like part of that is just because you're going through like a day-to-day, like work, home. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, nothing really inspired, like nothing's really catching my eye or sparking new ideas and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But I think the continual development of like the artists that I even see like via social media and like, you know what I'm saying, YouTube and stuff like that, even not even artists, like content creators, like, you know what I'm saying, and like YouTubers and like photographers, and like how they switched up their grind to like even like schools, like how they like different, everybody like had to switch, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, okay, like if they can make the adjustment, like I can make the adjustment, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like it's not like, oh, you just don't have a pen. It's not like you don't have a beat. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can still write this music, you know, and it's like, you can still go hop in the studio and make something. You can still, you know, do all these things. So it's like, I feel like influencers that like current today have like majorly influenced me like in that way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good answer.
Super fire.
Literally. Yeah, and so we've had some moments, and this is kind of the direction I wanted to go in our conversation. We've had a lot of moments this year, especially for you. Maybe a highlight that I remember was when you, I think it was August 10th. It's your birthday.
That's my birthday.
It's your birthday.
Yes, sir.
And it's also the same day that you released Worth.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about that. How was that experience for you? What was that song for you? That moment of time, man.
So Worth, honestly, I feel like it's super underrated. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people today just like, they're not really like, they're not really lyrical. Like, it's all just like, does the beat go crazy? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like that too, like sometimes. But like, I feel like Worth was a song that I really was like, let me put the pen to the pad. Like, let me really like spit these bars. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, and I feel like that was another highlight also for me too, because my church, FCC, they had, they were able to put on like a little pandemic, like open mic. And it was like, and it was like a huge production and all stuff, and all these creatives got together and did their thing, and I was able to perform the song there. You know what I'm saying? So it was super fun. Like it was I feel like it made it like a highlight and something I wouldn't forget because of that experience where it's like, okay, like we're in this pandemic, but I still can hop on this stage, even if it's like in front of a camera, like, you know what I'm saying? And really like be free because I'm a performer, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, bro, like all the way back to when I was performing other people's songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I perform. Like people, like I'll perform in a way where people be like, bro, like when's that song coming out? I was like, that's not even my song. And they're like, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm a performer, so like to just be on the stage again and do all that stuff, that was like, I was on cloud 9 when Worth came out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was my birthday, we were about to get it popping, like, yeah, it was tough. We did go out that night, it was crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just did, like, it was cool, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's gonna, it was moments like that this year that I would remember that made it, you know, every once in a while.
We went out safely. Stop playing with me, bro. People could get at me, but no, we went out safely. But okay, cool.
It was those moments that made us kind of remember, like, hey, like, there's still some like sanity out there. Like, things could still be good, you know?
Yeah, we're still people.
Exactly. Awesome. Well, that's maybe a high. Did you have any tough moments this year where you were trying? Because of course you did, right?
Yes,
I know you had that writer's block moment.
Yeah,
right?
but that wasn't even.
No, but like, I mean, anything you feel like you want specifically you want to share?
Yeah, I think what was a major like downside, because okay, so like you gotta think about it. I'm super extroverted. I want people around me all the time. I'm like, I do not care. Like, what are we doing? Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, that's one of my love languages, quality time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what we're doing. You could be sitting on my bed, like, doing nothing, working on homework. Like, I just like the presence. I like people's presence. So, not only was the lack of not being able to be around anybody, like, kind of, like, it didn't sit right with me. Not only that, it was just, like, friends that I thought I had. Let me tell you, boy. Friends that I hold on now.
Yeah.
Friends that I thought I had, they weren't there. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I soon found out that like, whoa, like, you're not even really my friend, low key. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no bash on nobody, but it's just like, I soon realized like, dang, like, when push came to shove, the friendship fades, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and it's tough, and it's tough where it's like like just a little bit of separation could like make that, because you would think like, you know what I'm saying, like, if we're really down for each other, like, you gonna find a way, we gonna FaceTime, we gonna stay connected, we gonna stuff, but then it's not even like, oh, they did me dirty, but it's just like friendships that, because I value friendships, so friendships that were just like, they just dissipated, like, that was on my conscience, that was on my mind, I was sitting here like, bro, like, why didn't you hit me up, like, why, like, you know what I'm saying, like. So that like, and I continue to stay in prayer. I continue to, you know what I'm saying, like, do the work I'm supposed to do. I continue to like be the person who I know I am, the loving, the kind, the big heart. But it's just, I can't lie. I can't sit here and be like, yeah, bro, it didn't affect me. No, bro, like, those were my friends. And I still love them all to this day, but it's like, dang, like, I realized like, dang, maybe it's not gonna work. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, dang, I can't hit you up like I hit you up anymore type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that was just like, it's like an ongoing struggle. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Yeah, and the reason why, you know, I even leaned into that specific question was, I mean, it does a couple of things. One, we kind of get to see behind the scenes, right? Yeah. Everybody hears you, whether it be on Spotify or these different music platforms, and, you know, they see you on the stage maybe, they see you, the social media content and all the awesome videos. But at the same time, you know, there's still this whole other journey. Most of the time is spent behind the scenes, and for those people who are aspiring creatives or have that level of interest or are out there trying to make music, there's something special to be able to see what goes on from a day-to-day perspective. You said something that I thought was pretty important. You started talking about friends. Who are some of the people that have helped you on your music journey? And if you'd like to kind of elaborate, what does that kind of relationship look like? Maybe highlight it.
Let me tell you, bruh. And this, like, amidst the pandemic, the pandemic did two things. One, it made me realize who my friends were, and two, it amplified the friendships that I had. And bro, I could go forever about these three people, bruh. But I'm telling you, shout out to my man Justin Gause. He's an amazing artist. And he's an amazing audio engineer. He's the one that does all my. I do not, bro. Like all I know how to do is sing. Like you know what I'm saying, and rap. Like he makes the production side of it sound as professional as it does. Like you know what I'm saying. And not only that, he's like a very good big brother and asset to even the environment that I even want to go in, and where it has to go with like whether it has to do with like wisdom on the music industry, people that he could connect me with. Like he's my guy. Like you know what I'm saying. Like that's him. Shout out my man Jordan. Jordan, bro, if you watching this, bro, that's my guy. Like he's like my brother. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and I met him, it was crazy. I met him at a Wingstop, literally. Like after I went out to eat at after a service. Like you know what I'm saying? And we instantly clicked. Like that is my guy. He's amazing on the piano. He's very musically inclined. He's worked with a lot of people. Like and disclaimer, it's not because like they know how to do all this stuff that you know what I'm saying that's why I'm their friend. But they are really like they help me with life. Like it's more than just let's do music. It's like let's do life together. Mm-hmm. Let me teach you what I know. Let me give you wisdom. Let me like these are the people I could go to. Like these are the people that I could go to when I'm feeling depressed, when I'm feeling sad, when I'm feeling angry, when I feel like I don't know what to do. They are there to keep me like level-headed, so I don't make make decisions that I'll regret later. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And finally. And there's so many other people. Like I could talk about my parents, I could talk about my sister, I could talk about like they're all good. So don't be offended at look, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. But shout out my man Joseph, bro. Joseph Williams. That's my guy. We call him Joe for short, obviously. But look, man, our friendship. He was like my main like. Our friendship definitely grew amidst this time. And he's just very like he's very he has a good fashion sense. He loves his passions. He loves sports. He loves haircuts. He loves you know what I'm saying. And he's very driven into what he wants to do, and that inspires me so much because that's all we talk about. We talk about future mentality. We talk about how we could build together ideas. When it comes to my music, when I make something in the studio, I go directly to him and be like, hey, listen to this track. What can make it better? Because he's so like his music, he's very cultural when it comes to music. And so it, like he'll just give me pointers like, yeah, like maybe if you did something here, or maybe if you change your voice here, or maybe if you play around. Like he's given me like the way I've grown, like if you go from how long to progression, like him. Like he's all over it. Like he's all over it. So those three people like are like my main like in my life right now that are just like dang they are that's tough. That's tough. Okay. Like they're my guys.
Man.
For sure. Shout out all three of them, bro. Y'all know what it is. Vibes don't change for sure. You already know.
Yeah, and that's something really special, and I know that community. It's such an important thing. I mean, that's why we're able to sit down and have this conversation, right? Yeah. Right now, your highest streamed song on at least on Spotify is Pass.
It's Pass, bro. I knew you were gonna say it.
It's
bro,
Pass.
I don't know if this camera is catching this picture right here, bro. But I'm telling you, bro. And a fan actually gave sent that in the mail. Don't know how you got my address, but that's tough. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, send me that painting, and I appreciate that, bro. For real, like Pass is really one of my number ones.
What is that song to you, and how do you feel about it,
bro? Pass. I feel like Pass could literally be like in any like put Pass in any freaking like scenario, bro. Like literally, like the past cannot come with you, bro. I do not care what you say. Like it goes with everything. Like in order to move forward, remember the past, but it can't be a part of your mentality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let it be part of your testimony, you know what I'm saying? Mm. But don't let it seep into those little cracks and where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or like you get into a situation, you go back to old mentalities, like, bro, like don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that song, and it's funny because I didn't write that song like, okay, cool, let's talk about the past, I'm gonna write it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every song I've made, it's just, it comes out of my heart. Like I hear the beat, I'm just like, yeah, let's do this. Let's talk. Like it became Past out of just, I wrote that in at my job, like literally, like, you know what I'm saying? Like in a conference room alone with some pizza. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I was going crazy. Like that was my, yeah, man. Like that song was really good. Really appreciate everyone streaming that song. For real. It was super fire.
Yeah. And it's a fantastic song.
Yeah, appreciate it.
It's probably one of my favorites.
Appreciate it.
Something we have in common is you know, we're both, I guess you would call it that God life, or, you know, following Jesus, and really surrender to his plan for us, right? But how does that relationship play a part of your music, and what does that look like for you?
I feel like, so I'm definitely devoted to Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? And so everything I do is a representation of him. So that's what keeps me like level-headed in literally every situation. I was actually watching a sermon a couple days back, and the preacher was literally just, he said this simple phrase: choose in the dark. And I was just like, choose in the dark. Choose in the dark. Choose whom you will serve, not just in front of people, but choose who you will serve like when you're alone at night in the room. Choose who you're gonna serve when Shawty hits your line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Choose who, choose whom you will serve like when the drugs are presented to you. Choose whom you will serve when you have an opportunity to do something you think you can get away. Like, that's who you are. That's who you really are. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not about like bro, I was literally like, bro, how can I like show that through my music? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the let's freaking drink till I black out, go to the club and have sex with all these women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that, and I don't do it. So it's like, what, like a lot of people, and I've heard this one dude, he was like, bro, like honestly, you just gotta make music that people like, and like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, if I'm making music that people like and I'm making music that I like, then why am I doing it? Because I'm not trying to do this music thing to get money. Right. Like, I know the money will come. Like, right. Cool, I guess. But if it never did, and I was just taken care of, that wouldn't matter. Because I'm focused on, like, obviously you need money to live, like whatever. But you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make connections. I want to do music. I want to be on stage. Like, the fans and the connections that I make in the music industry, that means more to me than money. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're trying to be over here talking about, yeah, bro, like, I need that 50-50 split, woo, woo, woo. I'm like, that's cool, but like, let's connect. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you'll soon realize that, like, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm not all about like just the clout and the money and the woo woo bang bang. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's more to this. And so I want to, so that whole phrase, choose in the dark, like there's more to that. I want to choose, and that's why you hear it in my music, it's clean. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's clean because it's just, I'm trying to put out a positive vibe, right. A positive energy, right. Like an uplifting energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to put out. That's what I want to push. I want to show people that, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's more to, there's freedom in Christ. Two, like, I want to make music that sounds really pleasing to the ear, but bro, you ain't got to be listening to music that's all about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, about that's tough. You know what I'm saying? For and sure. I was just talking about, I was getting a haircut earlier, and even my barber was like, yeah, bro, like, I just be like, you know what I'm saying? You be listening to like more message type songs and stuff. I was like, I mean, yeah, you know, it's a little half and half. He was like, yeah, because he was even saying like, yeah, like that's all well and good, but it's just like, I don't know, like I be listening to it and it's kind of negative all the time. And I'm like, that right there, right. I want to make music that's opposite of what you're talking about. Okay. So that's what it is.
That's a good perspective, because that leans into a question that I'll ask you after this one. Mm-hmm. You've had a lot of moments, and when I say moments, I mean like the songs being released and all that stuff. We've done some live streams. Yes, sir. There's been some, some music events, some interviews, some shows. Have you had a lot of people show up, to support you?
Usually, in
your journeys.
So basically, where I go when I go to perform somewhere, it's more like people are already there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I have a lot of like the last place I performed. It was at a church, okay. And there was a lot of people there, and there are a lot of people that knew me there, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't know, I don't really have people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'll get there, but it's like, I know people got stuff to do, I know people stuff like that. So I usually go perform, and honestly, I like performing in front of people that don't know me, because like, at the end of the night, they'll be like, dang, like, you're kind of cool, let me follow you on Instagram, woo woo. So it's cool, like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'll say this. Every time I perform, it's lit. You know what I'm saying? Every time I go on stage, like, it's not like we ain't gonna have a good time. Y'all gonna jump around. Y'all gonna get crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we on that type of time.
Is there anything specific you want to share with the people who have supported you so far?
Bruh, I appreciate it. I just got my Spotify does this rap thing. Where like it shows you, like, you know what I'm saying, like how your streams and stuff did over the year. Yeah. And like, bro, like when you see over 1,000 hours of listening time, when you see like your song being played in 59 countries, like 59, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here like, I really, and over the years I've seen it, like people be hitting me up from the UK, Rome, Canada, like, you know what I'm saying, like places outside Mexico, right. China. Like, you see those outside the United States type love, and I'm sitting here like, bro, I appreciate, because it's only gonna get better. Like I said, I got dreams. I'm about to sell out these stages. Like, I'm coming to China. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you understand? Right, like, I'm coming for y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, once this pandemic over, but like, like it's just I appreciate it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like that's what I want. I want to connect with people. That's like my main thing. I want to show them the love that Christ showed me. The freedom that I'm living in because of Christ, I want to show that to other people. You don't have to be like depressed and sad and I know life sucks, but it's like let's come around like a place together so we could like really do this thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And connect and go crazy. You feel me? So yeah, I appreciate everybody that streams my stuff for real.
Creating music with a purpose.
Yeah.
Right. That's something that I know you're about. What's your purpose when it comes to your music? And kind of what's your hope, which kind of builds off of what you were kind of just talking about. I know you said positive energy, and you want to reach these other areas, and these other cultures, and all that. So I guess specifically, like what's your hope? So, with your music.
Yeah, my hope. Let me get a little more practical.
Yeah.
Because my what I want to do. Because I said it before. I want to connect, but like. I really, really want, and I'm be careful when I say this, I really want to have my music on the largest platform. I want to have it on the largest platform possible. But not just because I want money and fame and woo-woo. I'm trying to get a message across. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I know, and shout out like Justin Bieber, shout out Chance, shout out Rex Life, shout out Toby Nwigwe, like shout out like D Smoke, like shout out artists that like have like passion behind their music, drive. And I'm not saying other people don't, but I'm just saying like it's just the type of message I'm going for. It's literally like love. Yeah. Like it has nothing to do with pride and stuff like that. Like I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I want to be the best so I can get a message across. I want to be blessed to be a blessing. That's like the main thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to go and help people. Like, I want to help people, like, physically, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And spiritually at the same time. Yeah. But I've always been that. Like, I always, like, when I, practically, like, I get, like I come up on a little money, like, I want to bless my friends, I'll pay for the dinner. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been that guy, so I want to do that, like, when I want to do that now, and I want to do that when I'm a millionaire. Like, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's just, like, that's like the plan, that's, like, the motive, that's the passion, that's the goal. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's dope. Where do you feel like you are being led, and is there something next?
So I feel like, let me start with the second part of that question. I feel like where I'm headed right now is, I never really had like a plan when it comes to this music thing. I just know that something's gonna happen. Look, but I feel like right now, I think my next step is features. Like my next step is features. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's gonna lead me into the music industry. I feel like that's gonna like be my next step forward into like really getting in and showing everybody what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? Because usually, like I said before, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really do features because I want it to be good. Like I want it to be good music. No offense. But I want it to be good. I want it to be bang. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to go crazy. So I feel like, in 2021 type, I want to get into more like features and who I could connect with in the music industry that could really mess with not only my sound, but like who I am, what I'm trying to aspire to be, and like get a real team together and like accomplish that. You feel me?
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
You working on something specific right now?
Yeah, I'm going crazy. That's all I can say.
Okay.
I'll say this. For the people that love past, I got you, boy. No, for real. Okay. So if you like, I know a lot of people like, I love past. Number one, if you like past, you gonna go crazy for this next thing I'm trying to get out for sure.
Yeah, man, I like that. Yeah. I like that. When we talk about some of the things that you're looking forward to, I know we had briefly touched up on, possibly working with like labels in the future or being independent.
Yeah.
For the people that are supporting you. I'm assuming that you're considering all those kinds of things.
Yeah, right? Of course.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I feel like, there has been a big stigma around just, you know what I'm saying, like, do you want to go independent? Do you want to sign to a label? Don't sign to a label. Be independent. And for me personally, I really don't see a problem with signing to a label. I really don't, for a few reasons. I feel like when it comes to money and being able to release whatever you want, whenever you want, that you could come across a problem. But I feel like if you're really trying to build something, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying let me disclaimer. I'm not trying to say that you cannot build something being independent. Look at Chance. Look at, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people that can do it. It's just you have a better chance of building something the right way with a label. That's just what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I know it could be limiting and stuff like that, but here's my thing. You'll have a lot more patience if you're not focused on like what you could get out of it for yourself. The money, the fame, the glory, the woo woo, the bang bang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're trying to really connect and build, like, bro, like, there's nothing wrong. Like, people try to, like, demonize it, like, oh, like, label. Like, yeah, no, like, people, like, the industry is trash. It really is. But, bro, like, if you could get yourself a good team to build with you and connect with you and focus on what you really are, like, what you really want to do, who you really want to be, bro, like, a label ain't that bad. You feel me? Because besides, like, the binding contract, the ominous binding contract, you really got, like, studios you could be in, creative teams that can help you, social media gurus that could get you where you want to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just resources. This is resources. Yeah, it's like limited. Yeah, like you can, you know what I'm saying? But bro, like, look at, for example, look at like No Big Deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was at Reach, but he built his own brand. He got Tribe. He got Tribe on the Move. We got, you know what I'm saying, Indie Tribe in the building. It's like, he built that, and a lot of people are like, I like that. And people liked it so much where it's like, okay, cool, I was with Reach, but now I feel like, look, we don't really got to do that no more. We could go independent. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, it's just a stepping stone. Everyone has their own story. Everyone has their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. So right now is me just trying to do music and get music. No, I'm not going to be blind to the potential traps, but I am open to anything.
Right.
If Reach knocked at my door right now saying, hey, we want to work with you and maybe sign, what you think? I'm definitely about to like go out that door with them. I'm sorry. Like, I want to do this thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's tough. If Atlanta Records came through and was like, maybe we can work something out, I'm open to it. I'm not just gonna be like, forget y'all, I'm independent. No, bro, I'm open to anything. You feel me? So.
All right, brother. So as of right now, you've released 9 songs total in the year 2020. From Kingdom to Progression to things that are coming soon. Shout out about the people who listen to Pass.
Oh yeah, that's what I would say exactly. If you, to all the people, because I know Pass is number 1 and yada yada, but if you like Pass, buckle up. Like, people really like Pass. I feel like y'all really gonna like this next song. So just wait. It's gonna be fire.
So I'm fired up and looking forward to your journey. Sure. I'm fired up that we were able to sit down, have this conversation. We're probably going to do another recap.
Of course.
Who knows? This might be a
anytime,
thing,
bro. I'm down.
thing.
Yeah, I'm down.
So with the time winding down, what's that last message you want to share to those people who have supported you on your journey, those people who are listening to your music, and the people who are going to come across this video, man?
This is what I want to say, yo. Like, I know it's kind of cliche to say like something like, oh, keep pushing forward and keep like that. But honestly, don't just do that. Get people, get in community, surround yourself with people that are willing to have the same mentality to see you win and get around those people. Yo, like, get a team like together with your friends, with families, with mentors, with everybody. Like, have people that are willing to collectively be around you to help you succeed, because you cannot do it alone. I could tell you that all day. I could tell you, because the same with me. You know what I'm saying? Same with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some times where I'm like, bro, like, I don't know where I'm going at with this music thing. I know I got talent. I know I got this, but I have so many doubts. It's the people around me. It's Jesus. It's the faith that I have. It's the people. Get yourself around people that are gonna be with the same mission as you, to help you succeed, to do all these things, because they're the ones that are gonna keep you afloat when you're trying to fall or trip and fall. They're the ones that are gonna get you back up and keep you level-minded and faith-minded and mission-minded, you know what I'm saying? And keep you not lazy and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I know we're in a pandemic, it's tough, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm saying this to myself and I'm saying to y'all, keep pushing, keep striving. Whatever y'all passionate about, do that. Do not do anything to try to compromise. Oh, I gotta do, no. Do what you love to do and God will provide, bro, no cap.
We walking into 2021.
Going crazy. Stop playing with me, bro. Yeah, we walking into 2021.